We are now at the halfway point of Season 2 of Around the World on 8 Plates. So far we have traveled from Slovenia to Uzbekistan. And then from Uzbekistan, we have also traveled to the country of Malaysia. From Malaysia, we went down south to South Africa. Along the way, we've made a fish dish from Slovenia, a rice dish from Uzbekistan, nasi lemak, which is from Malaysia, and finally, bubba tea, a spiced meat and egg dish that is famous in South Africa. Today, on Season 2, Episode 5 of Around the World on 8 Plates, we're going to teach you how to cook another dish from another country. Which country is it? Well, let's find out.
Okay, so which country are we going to feature today? Well, it's funny monologue time once again. So I'm going to give you a monologue, and through this monologue, you're going to try to guess which country we're going to feature. Before we continue, I would like to apologize because I have a sore throat right now. That's why I sound like this. Okay, here's the monologue.
Okay, so one day, our history teacher asked us to design a house based on what we learned about ancient Greece. Well, naturally, we added some columns to the house that we designed. So we added at least 2 columns. Look at those beautiful columns. Don't you think they're cute? Circle, 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 spiral, 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 right? Those are great columns. Then our teacher asked us to name the columns. So one of the columns, we named them column BA. The other one, we named it column CD.
Column BA. That reminds me, I need to film today's episode. Well, I need to start filming right now. But before I leave you guys, don't forget, sometimes you have 2 columns. One column is column CD and the other column is column BA. Column BA. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.
Brought to you by National Taiwan Normal University, Common Core Education Committee, Foreign Language Education Division.
Alright, I think today's honey monologue was clear enough. You were able to guess which country we're visiting, right? Well, if not, it's okay. Here are 3 clues for you. Here's clue number 1.
This country is rich in natural resources. First of all, it is the #1 producer of emerald. And in terms of coffee, it is #3 around the world. Unfortunately, it is also the #1 producer of the coca plant, the main ingredient you use for cocaine. Though rich in natural resources, the more interesting thing about this country is how they've dealt with the cocaine problem. First, the government recognized that drugs are related to poverty. So by providing jobs to more people, fewer people will be tempted to work for drug cartels. Also, this country is very strict. In fact, if you have chemicals or drug precursors, that will land you in jail as well. Finally, for any cocaine-related charges, you will be extradited to another country. Why? Well, this will prevent you from getting special treatment because there have been drug lords from this country who, instead of spending time in jail, are under house arrest in their very comfortable and luxurious mansions. Although this 3-pronged approach to solving drug problems in this country has helped, the most important thing is that cocaine-consuming countries must reduce the demand for cocaine.
Here is clue number 2.
On a lighter note, this country is home to a rainbow river, and the name of this place is called Cano Cristales. And allow us to give you 4 interesting things about this place. First, it's best to go between the months of May and November. Second, you'll need to join a local tour. Third, when you visit, keep both eyes open for other plant and animal species. Finally, it's important to know that the color The different colors found in the river are caused by the aquatic plants living in them. Other than Cano Cristales, the country being featured today is also home to many beautiful churches, cities, beaches, bridges, hiking trails, fiestas, and national parks.
And finally, here's clue number 3. Clue number 3 is a song. So listen carefully, and then you might pick up some words, and then these words will become clues to help you figure out which country we're visiting today. Yo solo alimero me gustó me pequeño bailemos noche lento hace tiempo la solo alimero me gustó me pequeño bailemos lento hace tiempo.
To find out where we're going, let's have a quick recap. Number 1, this country has found ways to deal with the cocaine problem. Number 2, this country is home to a rainbow river. Number 3, well, the song reggaeton lento comes from this country. And finally, number 4, this country's name sounds like Colombia. Well, I guess it's time to say Bienvenido Colombia. And for today's recipe, we're going to teach everyone how to prepare Chuleta Valluna, or fried spiced pork chop Colombian style. To understand how to cook today's dish better, let us quickly learn more about Colombia. Here's a postcard showing us the flag, some basic information, and location of Colombia on a map. Finally, continue reading to find out more about the Rainbow River in Colombia. Basically, there are two components to today's recipe. Let's start with the Colombian mashed potato. For this, you'll need half a cup of cream, preferably heavy cream, half a cup of milk, 1/4 cup butter. For the spices, you'll need salt, pepper, and cumin. You'll also need 3 potatoes, half a cup of cheese, and 2 egg yolks. And now for the meat itself. Make sure you have 1 to 2 tablespoons of water, 2 eggs, 1 cup of flour, some cooking oil, salt, the juice of 2 limes, breadcrumbs 1 cup, 4 pork chops, preferably boneless, half an inch thick. And then for the spices, you'll need half a tablespoon of cumin, some pepper, again some salt, and 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. The first step is to marinate the pork. So first you add some salt, some black pepper. Of course, you'll need 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, and finally half a tablespoon of cumin. After adding the spices, add in the juice of 2 lemons. After squeezing the juice out of the lemons, you can put the lemons or the limes back in the bowl to give the pork extra taste, and then mix everything. The second step is to season the flour with pepper and some salt. Now do the same thing to the eggs. Add some salt and add some pepper. Unlike the flour and the eggs, the breadcrumbs, you don't need to add salt, you don't need to add pepper. Okay, so now you fry the pork chop. Before frying, of course, you'll need to add some oil in a hot pan. And once the oil is hot, you're going to have to dip the pork chop in the flour mixture first, then the egg mixture, and then the breadcrumb mixture.
So now you fry the pork chop for 6 minutes on each side. So 6 minutes on this side, and then after 6 minutes, you flip the pork chop and you cook the other side until it's golden brown. So that's one side 6 minutes, the other side 6 minutes as well. Now while you're frying the rest of the pork chops, in another pot, prepare the mashed potatoes. Boil some water, and when the water's boiling, add the sliced potatoes inside. Now, once in a while, check to see if the potatoes have become soft or tender. So use a fork and poke it to see if the potatoes have become soft or tender. Once soft, add the potatoes in a bowl that has scallions. It's actually up to you if you want to add scallions or not. Now mash the potatoes with some salt, some black pepper, some butter, heavy cream. Now use your fork to mash everything together, and this is when you add the egg yolk, the milk, the cheese, and some cumin to taste. And there you have it. That's how you prepare Chuleta Valluna, or Colombian fried spiced pork chop.
In case you need it, here is a written recipe for today's dish. Feel free to share in the comments how
Your version of today's dish
turned out. I know during this pandemic it's difficult and dangerous to travel abroad. Fortunately, we can taste a bit of
Colombia.
right in the comfort of our own home. If you enjoy my content, please like and subscribe to get weekly video recipes. Anyway, enough talking. Here is a written recipe.
So now let's interview our special guest for today's episode, Miss Natalia Mayorga. She's from Colombia, and I bet she knows a lot of things about this country. Okay, hi, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, I'm Natalia, I'm 22 years old. I'm from Colombia and I live here in Taipei because I study Chinese in the MTC.
Okay, and can you tell me something about Colombia that most people don't know about?
Okay, Colombia is a beautiful country for go to visit. If you want to go to Colombia, you need to go to Bogota, Cartagena, Medellin, to some different main cities from Colombia. We have a lot of food, a lot of touristic place, historical place for the tourists go to visit. It's a really beautiful country. We have really beautiful views, and you can visit different type of weather because we don't have seasons in Colombia. And if you want to go to a place that is cold, you can go to Bogota maybe. If you want to a place that is hot for go to the beach or something, you can go to San Andres, Cartagena, La Guajira. And if you want to go to a place like a no hot but no cold, you can go to Bucaramanga or Medellin. We have different types of weather in Colombia, depending on the city that you stay. Maybe the people say, "Oh, Colombia is dangerous." Yes, it's a little bit dangerous, depend of the place that you stay. But normally for tourists, it's really good to go to visit Colombia because we have different views with a lot of colors. With different the tourists like the food of Colombia. The most famous food is arepas. It's really delicious.
So, and I'm sure you miss arepas.
Yeah, I really miss arepas, but here I can't get the corn flour for do that. It's difficult.
Yeah.
Get the corn, but it's okay. I can get it's for that, but it's the same. I really miss the food of some special arepas.
Okay, thank you very much.
For today's TOEIC practice, we will do listening part 2. Directions. You will hear a question or statement and 3 responses spoken in English. They will not be printed in your textbook and will be spoken only one time. Select the best response to the question or statement and mark the letter A, B, or C on your answer sheet. Question 1.
Well, do you know where bogota originates from?
A. Yes. The original flavor is nice. B. Let me guess. It's from Europe? C. Boboti is from South Africa. Question 2.
Because we don't have seasons in Colombia.
A. No summers, no winters? That's interesting. B. So that's the reason why Colombia is so hot. C. I see. In Colombia it snows in June. Question 3.
Chapati is something like a wheat roti. Usually we intend chapatis at night for our food dinner.
A. A foot massage at night sounds great. B. So chapati is usually served at night. C. Oh, so you wear chapatis at night because it's cold. Question 4.
Go west or turn right on Carlos Street, and then you go south on Ricardo Street.
A. So how much are the bus tickets? B. Excuse me, I'm looking for the nearest CD shop. C. Wow, thanks for your help. Question 5.
Most favorite food actually is laksa. I'm not sure whether you have heard about it.
A. No, I haven't. What is it? B. Is that your favorite food? C. I think it's too spicy.